Thank you, Deputy President. Youth homelessness is a growing problem in Australia. The wider context is that homelessness across all age groups has been continuing to rise ahead of overall population growth. Here in the ACT, the average monthly number of people being assisted by service providers is up 21% over the last 5 years. ACT is shamefully the second largest increase in Australia over this period. Only Queensland has seen a more alarming increase. Last year, the average number of people being helped by homelessness services each month in the ACT was 1,972 people, up from 1,629 5 years ago. A quarter of these are young people. Latest figures show 405 young people were being helped by homelessness services agencies in Canberra in June 2023, up from 375 5 years earlier. A couple of months ago, I visited PCYC out near Canberra Airport. They're doing amazing work with young people, helping them get back into school and providing the support that they need. At the end of spending time with the various groups in their programs, we sat around and one of the facilitators said, "You've got a senator here, what would you like to ask him to do?" And one of the kids put his hand up and said, "I'd like to ask him for youth homelessness services in the ACT." And it's a very sobering thing to be asked that by a teenager. The answer needs to be, I guess that question needs to be met with action from government, from leaders. And there are far too many children falling through the cracks at the moment. While some are able to access the out-of-home care systems, others aren't. Because at the same time we face an acute shortage of social and affordable housing, we're also facing an acute shortage of foster carers. The stark reality facing these children is if they aren't with a foster carer by age 12, they likely never will be. Instead, they're forced to navigate the homelessness system without a guardian, without so much as a Medicare card. And the system sends a message to children in its current form that they are worthless. The crisis of child and youth homelessness in Australia is getting worse. The government's National Housing and Homelessness Plan needs to give specific attention to homeless young people. It must address this issue. Along with crossbench colleagues in the Senate, we will continue to press the government to raise Australia's game on housing and homelessness. This must include time-specific homelessness reduction targets agreed between the Commonwealth and states and territories. Ending child and youth homelessness needs to be part of an ambition to tackle the wider problem of homelessness head-on. This is a problem that has continued to escalate, and as one of the richest countries in the world, this is a shameful story that we cannot allow to continue. We can afford to invest in our communities. We can ensure that young people in Canberra have somewhere to go that is safe, that they can spend the night, and that we don't have young people sleeping rough in Glebe Park or other parts of Civic. Calling on the federal government to step up in this area. We've got the National Housing and Homelessness Plan coming up. It has to be addressed in there. It has to be addressed, and we need a specific mention of it and a plan to ensure that this is addressed in Australia.